Hello and welcome to the Football Parliament podcast, your one stop destination for all your football debates, discussions, and opinions. Today, I am joined with Manish, and we are going to be looking at five players who we think will be one of the stars in La Liga next season, or the players you will have to keep an eye on next season. So, let's dive straight into it. Uh, our number one player is Alexander Isak.
Yeah,
Isak was playing for Real Sociedad in La Liga last year, and he scored 17 goals and had two assists in around 2,340 minutes. While while his XG was 15.5, so he overperformed his XG. So that indicates that he's a good finisher, and he can finish off his chances regularly. Manish, what do you have to say about Isaac?
yeah, he's a really good player. He's very talented, and he's one to watch out for the next season. And statistically, he's really good as well. He has a non-penalty XG plus XA of 17, so that's pretty impressive for a 21-year-old playing in a league like La Liga, where most of the teams are defensive nowadays. So yeah,
We think that Isaac will truly have a breakthrough, like a proper breakthrough, and he
yeah,
will cement himself as one of the best strikers in Europe next season. So we're
yeah,
expecting him to hit those kind of elite numbers, which we've seen from, say, Haaland or Andre Silva this season.
yeah,
And a little side note on his Euros performance as well. He starred really the Swedish sort of, you know, progression to the quarterfinals of no this round of 16, sorry, of the Euros, where he really impressed everybody there.
yeah. Individually, he was really good.
Yep. And
Mm.
moving on to our second player, which is Sergio Canales. Sergio Canales is uh, a midfielder for Real Betis. He generally plays in a double pivot, being the more advanced of the two midfielders. Despite playing in a quite deeper position, he still got 14 goals and assists in La Liga last season, which is pretty impressive, especially for a Betis side, which sort of isn't really known for its goal scoring. Uh, it's sort of very average in the goal scoring terms.
Yeah,
And from that deeper position, I think he's done a pretty good job. Uh, Next season, we might see Canales take that extra step forward and place himself among Europe's elite sort of box to box midfielders alongside
mm.
Marcus Llorente and all these kind of players.
Yeah. He can
Also,
even play as a
Serge,
number 10.
yeah, he's a very versatile player. He can play almost anywhere in field as a 6, an 8, a 10. So
Mm.
for Manuel Pellegrini's better side, I think he's a key cog in that side. Will be uh, vital to Real Betis's Champions League push if they are able to
Yeah,
make it.
yeah.
Uh, Moving on to our third player, which is Miguel from Real Madrid. Real Madrid's young left back. Manish, I'll let you take over.
So Miguel didn't play a lot last season. He came in the end of the season when Folan Mendy was injured, and the 2-3 games he played for us in La Liga, one being the game against Granada where he was exceptionally good, and then one game against Villarreal. I guess he came on as a sub, and he's a very good fullback. He's a very talented player. He's a balanced fullback, unlike Marcelo. Miguel's good defensively as well as offensively. So yeah, next season I look forward to him being the most trusted players from the academy by Ancelotti.
Okay, now moving on to our fourth player. I think this is a player which sort of everyone really wants to see do well. That is Pedri.
Yeah,
Pedri had a incredible season last season where he sort of seamlessly slotted into that Barcelona midfield at such a young age, at the age of 17. In fact, he slotted into that midfield seamlessly, and even for Spain at the Euros, he was incredible. He was named the young player of the tournament, and
mm,
like he's a joy to watch. And for fans who crave that sort of you know uh, pleasing players to watch, Pedri is the one for you. Next season, I think he will sort of having already developed that chemistry with the Barcelona. of the offense and the midfield. I think he will sort of add more goals and assists to his game, as because that's the only thing which sort of is lacking in his sort of locker right now.
Yeah.
The lack of goals and assists. So I think next season he will step up his game in terms of that, and we will truly see probably the best version of Pedri we've seen yet.
Yeah.
Uh, Moving on to our fifth player, which is probably the biggest transfer into La Liga, which is Rodrigo de Paul to from Atletico Madrid. He transferred from Udinese for I think around 40 million euros from
Yeah.
Udinese, yeah,
Yeah.
and he was incredible in the attacking statistical charts of the Serie A. He generally used to
Yeah.
place very highly in those. Manish, you are a
Mm.
bit pretty outspoken fan of Rodrigo de Paul. So
Thank you.
how do you say? So what do you think? How will he fit into that Atletico Madrid system, and what will he provide to that team?
We've already seen Atleti last season. They were more offensive compared to the other seasons, and with the addition of DePaul, a very creative player, uh, they'll they're going to be a dangerous side, and they're going to be title contenders. And like we've always seen Atleti beat title contenders like once in 4 years and all that. But now I guess they're serious. There's a serious team to look out on. And DePaul, statistically, he had 9.8 XA in Serie A. He had 105 dribbles. So then he's good at ball progressing as well. And then he had 87 key passes. So yeah, going to help the Atleti side creativity.
So I think that's a wrap. These were our five players to who which you should keep an eye on in La Liga for next season. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Football Parliament channel. With that, uh, goodbye, everybody.